What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Sunshinery. Make sure to subscribe and like this video.
The house stuff is definitely something that I'm like actively trying to figure out. The problem is that when you are co-owners of property, you have to both agree on what to do with it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. We are here to talk about Ariana Madix suing Tom Sandoval to force the sale of their home. She finally filed paperwork with the courthouse, and I have all of that for you. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and like this video, and let's get into it. So our girl from Vanderpump Rules, Ariana Madix, is suing her ex-boyfriend and roommate, Tom Sandoval, over their Los Angeles home. The feuding former lovers co-own the 5-bedroom home that has 5.5 baths. It is a modern farmhouse style in Valley Village, and they were still living together until recently. Ariana filed a suit against Tom in Los Angeles County Superior Court yesterday, and according to the court documents that I obtained from the courthouse, she wants the house sold and the money divided up, which is reasonable. She asked the court to approve a partition by sales, which means they would sell the property and give each other a share of the proceeds. She also specifically asked to avoid a division in kind, which is typically impractical with a single-family home, as the actual property and land would be divided, giving each other individual ownership of their fraction. So essentially, she's asking the judge to approve her request so they can sell the home that they bought together back in 2019 for just over $2 million. And it's worth considerably more now, so it would be more than $2 million that they would be dividing up. Now, as we know, they've been exes now for nearly a year, where they're had apparently been dodging each other inside their home. She told the Times last year that they don't cross paths as they stay in separate rooms and communicate through a third party, which that's been documented throughout different podcasts and interviews and things like that. She also said that I pay a hefty mortgage. We are 50-50 on that. And I'm not going to shell out more money because someone else doesn't want to move out. She says, I have my dog and my cat, and I'm not going to leave them there by themselves either. Listen, I get it. And each person is different. Each relationship is different. Each situation is different. So people that are like, why didn't she just move out? She has every right to be on that property just as much as he does. She still is paying that mortgage. Why should she have to pay a mortgage and also pay rent? And I've been saying this for quite a while, though. Some people just don't get the concept. And then you have like people on shows that have had divorces where they're like, well, why doesn't she just move out? But they understand that they have that right to that asset that they put money into. And they themselves didn't move out their home when they were getting a divorce with their ex-husband. Just saying. But we also know in December, when Ariana was on Watch What Happens Live, that she's been working with Dancing with the Stars, and she was staying in an Airbnb with her pets, and she does regularly go back and forth between the rental home and her house in Valley Village, but she was eager to sell the property then. She also said that Sandoval does not want to part with the home. So let's take a quick look at that Watch What Happens Live, where she discussed that, and then we'll look at the documents.
Ariana, are you and Tom Sandoval still living in the same house, and are you any closer to finding a new living situation?
So during the time that I've been on Dancing with the Stars and preparing for it, I, for the most part, have been in an Airbnb and with my dog and my cat and some of my things, but I regularly go back and forth, and I'm working on the situation with the ownership of the house. I would love for that to be resolved quickly. So if Joe Weiner could really get back to my lawyer, that'd be great.
Wow, I'm sure he's watching. Do you guys rent that house?
Which one? Mine?
We
you
and Sandoval, you
equally.
own it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's
whatever
right.
happens with it has to be agreed upon between both owners.
Got it. Does
Hence the
he
issue.
want to sell it? Does Sandoval want to sell it?
I want to sell it.
And does he?
He does not.
Oh, damn. Well, then will he buy you out of your half?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's what, right?
Then let's go.
Okay, all right. When you go home and he's there, do you speak at all?
No.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
So really, his option is either to sell this home or buy out her portion of the home, which I don't believe he has that portion of the money to just pay her. He seems to be a little bit in debt, and maybe he can find somebody else to buy her portion of the home, which I have heard that is something that can be done. Maybe, Tom Schwartz can buy out her portion and be his new roommate. I mean, that would work, right? But he's probably in debt as well and doesn't have the money to buy that portion of the home from Ariana. So we will see there. But Ariana was also on Chicks in the Office podcast, which I will be bringing to you. So make sure to subscribe so you can see that podcast and everything I have to say regarding it. And she had this to say regarding the home then, which, by the way, was just a day after her Watch What Happens Live episode.
With
Biltmore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
During dancing, I was staying somewhere else because it was just such a hectic, insane schedule. And I had physical therapists that I was trying to have, and my mom or a friend or, my boyfriend would come and it's like.
By the way,
wait,
your friends, unbelievable.
They're the best.
They're the best. The energy they brought on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Especially when you being there is so different. When we were there and they were up, standing,
during
cheering,
the judges. Oh, my friend
screaming.
Dexter was
Oh my
like,
God.
"That's right."
Yeah. if one judge said something a little, they'd be like, "Boo!"
Right, it was so good. And watching your boyfriend's face, watching you dance
my
was so
gosh.
nice to see too. Of course, like
He's
you just
so
want somebody who's
sweet.
so supportive like that.
Yeah.
And it was great to see.
Yeah. So I've been staying somewhere else, but the house stuff is definitely something that I'm like actively trying to figure out. The problem is that when you are co-owners of a property, you have to both agree on what to do with it.
Right.
Or someone has to budge or cave. So it's like,
Right. I'm sensing
I want to sell
this.
it. I've wanted to sell it
We were
since
at a
day one.
stalemate.
Right. So you want to sell it. Counterpart does not want to sell it.
No.
I know you maybe don't know the answer, but just why not? Like you're being crazy. Like I want to say a list of words, but
he's living in
selfish
there, no problem.
and all these things. But like that's insanity to me.
I don't
Just
understand why he doesn't want
fucking
to sell it. I want to sell it. Yeah.
The common answer would be, let's just sell this and move on.
That's what I'm saying.
Go get something new.
That's right. So there's that.
Yep.
But yes, I will be
In New York a lot
living
now.
here
Yeah.
for 3 months essentially.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah. The only thing is though, is it's January to March.
Yeah, that's true.
right.
Maybe the worst month.
Yeah,
It's
so
cold months for
weather-wise,
sure.
Yeah, the post-Christmas.
Right, it's not even like December when
It's
you get
not
to Christmas.
cute winter.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gray
shit
winter.
winter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. No, but you'll still have fun, enjoy
Yeah,
it.
and I'm just gonna go. I don't even know if I still have winter stuff. I'm gonna go purchase the biggest. If you see me walking around in New York, I will be wearing the biggest, puffiest puffer coat you've ever seen.
Aritzia has them.
Yes, with.
So what we are looking at here is the complaint that was filed. As you can see, I redacted all the unnecessary information because this is their personal business. I'm just briefly showing you pretty much what the complaint has to say. So that's page 1. We can move on to page 2, which is just general. She owns this portion, he owns this portion, where it is residing, and who else owns it, which is a bank, because they do have a mortgage that they split 50-50. So she has then the right to later change to the actual people that are involved with the bank and put their names in there. That's what that means on number 5. And then we go down to the first clause of action, which says, as joint tenants in the property, plaintiff is entitled to partition of the property. Discord exists among the owners of the property, which has had and is continuing to have a negative effect of the ownership of the property and on plaintiff's enjoyment of her interest in the property, meaning she does no longer want to reside there. The plaintiff requests that the property be partitioned by sale. Partition by sale of the property is more equitable than dividing it, like we stated before. Because it is a single family residence, it's not really practical to divide it in half and one have one half and one have the other, and it also diminishes the value of the property itself. Then if we move down, she is just praying for judgment as follows, which again says the partition of the sale of the property, and also for it to be split in half and not limited to her attorney fees being covered, title expenses being covered, and all of that. Which that might not be something that will be granted, but hey, why not try if you can? And the third page just says for each other to further relief as is and proper. So that is it, and we can move on to page 5 where she signs the verification of everything. That is the documents that I got from the courthouse. So what do you guys think about this? And if we look at that last page of the document, it does state that she signed this on December 21st of 2023. So she was dealing with all of this, and she made it known on Watch What Happens Live on December 11th and Chicks in the Office on 12th that this is something that she was doing. And as we can see, she filed it, it's in the court, and now Tom has to do something about it. And in my opinion, I think the best option is to sell the home and they take their equal parts and do whatever they need to do with those equal parts, whether it be buy another home or to rent out another place. I know Tom might not be too happy that he has to give up the home, but this is something they did together. And just like if you were to get a divorce, unfortunately, things happen and you have to divide assets. It's the same thing with a 9-year relationship where you guys buy a home together. You guys need to sell this home and go from there. If he was able to buy out her share, I think he should. But we know that he can't. He has a lot of debt racked up between the restaurant and now the mortgage. He has to finish, paying off the mortgage, let alone the portion of her part in the property if he does want to buy it. So I don't think that's something that he can do as of right now, but you never know. He did Special Forces. We have the new season of Vanderpump coming up. Maybe he's obtained the money to be able to do it. We'll just have to wait and see, but I want to know what you guys have to think about this, so let me know down below in the comments. And again, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I will be updating you guys on this whole lawsuit along with lots of other celebrity and influencer news. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Winning life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win in life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean,